Hi and welcome. My name is Kizzy and in today's video we will be talking about the 1.11 Minecraft update. But before we go ahead and talk about that, let's celebrate this year's 2016 Minecon that happened over the weekend. There were some awesome events that took place, like the costume contest, gameplay on stage between the 4Js and the YouTubers, to interviews with some of the developers. It was a fun weekend, and if you didn't get the chance to watch the live stream or go to the event yourself, you can watch full videos of the live stream of both days on YouTube. Right, back to the new features. First off, we have the cursed enchantments, one of them being the Curse of Binding. A little fun fact: the Curse of Binding was part of this year's April Fool's joke by Mojang. It can only be applied on armor, so equipping it means you won't be able to unequip it. The other enchantment is the Curse of Vanishing. This means that instead of dropping the items when killed, it will just disappear and will be forever lost. So if you're clumsy like me, I don't think I'll be using that enchantment anytime soon. These enchantments can be found in generated chests, however they are quite uncommon. Moving on, we have the Observer block. Mojang has added the Observer block into the Java edition, as it was only added in the Pocket edition. The Observer block is pretty easy to understand, as it observes the block that is placed against it. This means it detects changes to the targeted block, whether the block has been placed or broken. Now you may or may not have heard about a mod called Backpack. Another new block called Shulkerbox has been added. Shulkerbox is basically a portable storage system, quite different to the end chest that we know today. Shulkerbox behaves exactly the same way as backpacks. Having multiple Shulkerboxes means a lot of inventory space. However, it cannot be placed inside another box. When placed, it will act like a regular single chest, just shaped like a shulker, and can be placed in any direction. When you open the box, the animation is the same as when a shulker opens. It can be broken by hand and will not drop the items inside. This block can be crafted with a normal chest and two shulker shells, one above and one below. Shulker shells are dropped when killing a shulker. The box can also be used with hoppers, droppers and dispensers, just like any other items. The dispenser will place the box and a piston will break the box into an item form. Another feature that has been added is a new villager with a profession as a cartographer. They'll be selling ocean and woodland exploration maps. The ocean exploration maps will help those who love exploring the sea and finding monuments. When looking at the map, it will give you your relative position as to whereabouts you are on the map. The other map is a woodland exploration map. This map locates a woodland mansion. The woodland mansion will spawn the new boss-like mob called Evoker in one of the top floors. With it comes 3 mobs, which of course, one of them being the Evoker, the other 2 are the Vindicator and Vex. When killed, Evokers drop a special item called Totem of Undying. This will save players when received a killing damage, but only works when held in either hand. Upon activating it, the player will be given regeneration and absorption for a few seconds, giving the player time to follow upon damage received. If you don't have a treasure map, woodland mansions generate naturally in forests and roof forests. And speaking of locating generated structures, Mojang has added a /locate command. This will be very helpful if you are struggling to find structures like a nether fortress or an end city. The player will receive a message back telling them the structure and the coordinates of it. However, when locating structures similar to a temple structure, it won't be able to tell the difference between structures such as igloos, witch huts, jungle temple, desert temple, and ocean monuments. Now, if you're out and about in the end and don't want to have to walk all the way back to the end gate you came out of or kill yourself, random return portals that look like end gateways will appear around the end. This will teleport you back to the main lane spawn platform. And lastly, my favorite update of all time, Mojang has added llamas. Yes, llamas, those cute furry animals. They are an addition to the passive mobs and spawn naturally. However, if attacked, it attacks back by spitting at the enemies, especially hostile towards wolves. So if you see a wolf covered in gooey llama spit, there might be a llama around. Like horses, mules and donkeys, they can be ridden by placing a carpet on them as a saddle, as to using the normal saddle. Also, like donkeys, a player can equip the llama with a chest, holding an additional 6 slots. A leash can be used on them, however, when a lead is put on, any llamas nearby will automatically follow and form a caravan behind the leaded llama. Where is memory?
My name is Memory,